Yay, what up? It's your girl Poet. Right now, Hip Hop Scholars live in the building, Pink Elephant, NYC. Why? Of course, the National Museum of Hip Hop, the Immortal VIP event, celebrating everything hip hop, everything b-boy, everything that's everything. You want more? We got it all night long. We're checking in with Little Mo, Chuck D, KRS-One. The list goes on, and we are so proud to bring it to you. We're educating scholars one mind at a time. Your girl Poet Taylor, live, Pink Elephant, the National Hip Hop Museum Immortal event. Right now. Hey, it's your girl Poet Taylor live right now. NYC, the Pink Elephant, the National Museum of Hip Hop. Actually, we're technically at the Hip Hop Immortal event, and right now, if you don't know Sam Lee, I'm gonna introduce you to Sam Lee. He's been doing hip hop since hip hop's been doing hip hop. So, first question is, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
You know, it's so the early '80s. I had got a grant from the Department of Humanities to do a documentary about inner city art forms. And, you know, the inner city art form that I decided to do was rap music. You know, we were studying different oratorial styles. So when you talk about empirical, you know, storytelling, you know, rap is definitely it.
So what about rap spoke to you at that time that you thought, I got a grant, I can teach, and this is the subject that I choose to pursue?
You know, it wasn't that I got it. It was that it got me.
Okay.
You know, to witness an art form being born in some of the trunks of the raggediest cars in New York, to see it be the audio of choice in every Rolls Royce has been a privilege. You know, so it has been, you know, like pop culture. You know, just how I grew up. You know, when I was hanging out, you know, there was no video music box. There was none of that. We was just doing this underground. You know, and then you see how talented we are as a culture. You know, and you see, and it is lent to being like a voice of oppression. And I think art is supposed to do that.
So you did mention that you were there for the beginning stages to the here and now.
Right.
Tell me one of your most remembered hip hop moments. It can be a concert. It can be the first time you got your Adidas and you rocked them.
Okay, so check it out. So the first time there was ever a rap concert, you know, they put the Beastie Boys on because they was white and they would draw, right? But the draw was Run and you know, Run DMC and Jam, you know. And in the middle of this concert, you know, they said everybody hold up their Adidas, you know, and you saw like an ocean of Adidas. And the guy who owned Adidas was in the audience. So coming off the stage, that was the first hip-hop consumerism.
I love it. There will be more stories like this as we come to you live. Pink Elephant, NYC, the National Museum of Hip Hop. This is big. If you don't know, prepare to be introduced. Your girl Poet Taylor, Hip Hop Scholars. We are everywhere hip hop is and educating minds one at a time. Poet Taylor live, Pink, NYC, Hip Hop Scholars representing for the National Museum of Hip Hop. And in front of me now, some call him a myth, some call him a legend. I call him Chuck D, one of the official pioneers of hip hop as well. How are you today?
I'm good since, you know, I hooked up with the right network.
So, first question has to be, how do you feel about the state of hip hop right now, knowing that you come from some of the most groundbreaking moments?
Gotta be organized, and this is a step towards organization. Organization's always good. And it's about time, you know, I know it was like a little bit of discrepancy with some of the founders, but, you know, I just flew into it, but I know that, you know, it's got to be done the right way from the bottom to the middle on up to the top, and I'm pretty confident because what people want is they want hip-hop to be as strong as rock and roll is out there. So, but, you know, we got to take care of it. We're all grown, so let's take care of it, right?
Outside of a museum, what other institutions would you like to see also help bring hip-hop to the forefront?
Health. I just did a meeting with a brother called Dr. Williams there. He's talking about putting forward a health initiative since a lot of people are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s now. So hip-hop, you know, can actually even help in that realm. Dougie Fresh got me involved with Dr. Williams. So that's a strong initiative, I think, that can also help out the youth, just to be aware of things. The the left side and jump off.
Now, a lot of people are also excited to see how hip-hop is starting to evolve into education, how it's becoming a curriculum, how it's coming into schools. As someone who is being taught about, how does that make you feel?
There ain't no shortcuts. You know, either you do or you don't. And right now, with President Obama in office and First Lady, it's a short period of time that we feel that, you know, that we think that we could be our best. Regardless of what anybody thinks of the politics, it just shows that it's time for us to look at ourselves and say, look, what do we do to take advantage of a certain time? Don't fall asleep, you know?
So you're definitely pushing that the change is within.
You know, educating yourself could take you but so far, but a community and a well put together agenda, you know, makes you prepared. And look, we're at a club where a lot of people here are privileged, they're fortunate or whatever, but there's masses of people out there that have not, that probably can't get here, you know, all throughout this northeastern area that really got it bad. What does hip hop do to help those without? So that's the agenda that we got to figure out. I mean, you can't hear about somebody, you know, driving their 8th car and making their $200 million, you know, and at the same time, the masses of people, especially those that look like us, is like, you know, trying to figure out how to go day by day. So one thing is inspiration. The other thing is like, what are we doing to go to situations to help the masses? So that should be a thing of concern, not just somebody in hip-hop, but if you've grown, you got to think beyond yourself.
So what initiatives are you currently working on?
Super site portals. We got hiphopgods.com. I like to see all the, you know, the classic cats. At least be one solid constituency and community. Like I said, in the area of education, in the area of health, there's a bunch of people doing great things. I'm working with Dougie Fresh and AD and the Cold Crush Brothers and doing something. And this meeting was earlier today. And also education goes without saying. You know, got to take advantage of what's available. Or you got to point to the things that's available to make people understand how important they are. You can't just sleep on it.
Thank you. I appreciate you stopping and talking to me. I know this was a busy night for you. The one question that I have asked everybody before
it's busy, but you know, back in the day, clubs wasn't this loud. I mean, every club is like super loud, so you gotta like scream at people. So
I don't think you're screaming.
You got microphones, so they can probably hear me on the mic, but you know.
One question I've asked everybody this evening is, can you remember the first hip hop record you ever bought?
Yeah. I did buy Rappers Alike. I was in college when Rappers Alike came out. I know you're like, damn, you bought. Not even a freshman, I was a sophomore, and Rappers Alike came out, and I was a part of Spectrum City, the DJ crew, and we had to buy that record. We had to buy that record. Next record I bought, Spoonie G, Spoonin' Rap. And then Woody Wood. So this is like all in November 1979.
And what's the most recent hip-hop record you've brought thus far?
I downloaded from iTunes 3 series of underground records. So I got everybody from, you know, A$AP Rock, you know, to all the Definitive Jux stuff. So, I mean, they had 3 volumes of it, because I play it on my show, my radio show, called And You Don't Stop. So I was able to, you know, buy a volume of those songs.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to stop and talk to me.
And I could not miss picking up twice Rakim's latest album, the 18th letter. No, not the 18th letter, but yeah, 18th letter.
Thank you.
Hey, check this out, Chuck D right here for Hip Hop Scholars. It's the new swag, so y'all check it out. And you think you don't need it, but education will take you to the finish line in the rest of y'all's life. That's his word. Thank you.